Hello everyone, this is Jason from Primetime Aquatics, and in this video we are going to be answering a question that we've gotten asked a lot over the last couple years, and that is, what is my favorite fish in the fish room? In the comments section below, I would love to hear a couple things from you. One, what is your favorite fish in your fish room or in your fish tanks? And two, which fish, before you watch this, do you think is my favorite fish? So stay tuned. So as many of you know, we've got a lot of fish tanks in our fish room, about 60 of them as of the making of this video. So we've got a lot of fish and a lot of cool stuff, and today we're going to show you a lot of cool fish. I'm going to take you around and we're going to figure out which one's my favorite. Now, you may be thinking, he spent a lot of time on a 75-gallon Mbuna tank. That's in a lot of videos, and you're right, this is a great looking tank. I love this tank, I love the fish. I love how we've managed the aggression in this 75-gallon Mbuna tank, but while all the fish are really cool and the community of fish is really awesome, there isn't one fish in that tank where it's just mind-blowing, at least for me, that really stands out as my favorite individual fish. All right, well, what about the star sapphires? Those are really cool. I did a species profile on them. I'll put that in the upper right-hand corner. They're awesome fish. They're getting big. They're really awesome looking, and I agree, they are really cool fish, but that one's not my favorite either. Now, you may be saying one of the highlights of the fish room might be that 50-gallon lowboy with all the multis. And again, that's a totally awesome setup. I love it. I love watching them. I love watching them dig through the sand and little babies that appear everywhere. And so it's a really cool tank, but the multi isn't my favorite fish. All right, let's step up our game a little bit. Let's go to the 125. There's some really cool fish in that tank. The first one I think is our Oscar Chaz. Chaz has been around for a number of years. He's goofy looking. He's kind of like a water dog, and he's got a lopsided face, and I think that makes him look even more cute. He's got a great personality, and when he eats, he absolutely goes crazy. He's pretty much a gentle giant, leaves the other fish alone. Even the babies in that tank are left alone. He's a really cool fish, but he's not my favorite fish in the fish room. You may be saying, well, there's another really cool fish in that tank, and that is Giant Timmy. Timmy is a Nile tilapia. He's really cool. I love him. He's a giant fish, another gentle giant, and when you get him in the right light, that iridescent blue with a little bit of red and a little bit of green, it really stands out. He is a fantastic fish, but he's still not quite my favorite. Now, we could go to the other side of the fish room, and then on the other side of the fish room, we have Roger. Roger and Ruby are hanging out in their 40-gallon. They're getting ready to move to a new home, into a larger tank in the not too distant future. And Roger is awesome. He's another fish that's got a lot of personality, great looking fish. He's really grown on me. I've talked about him a lot. And almost every time we talk about our top 5 favorite fish in the fish room, he's in that list. And I would say he's still in that list, but yet he's still not my favorite. All right, so what is my favorite fish? It's the Geophagus. This fish was sold to us as Geophagus cernamensis. That's what I've always called it. He is in our 150-gallon tank, and in my mind, when I walk downstairs, he is my all-star fish. I love looking at that fish, and if I could only keep one fish in my entire fish room, it would be him. The beauty, the trailing fins, the color, and when you get him in the right light, he really does sparkle. You see here, he's just a majestic looking fish, in my opinion. I really love this fish. He gets along well with everyone. It's just one of those fish, for me, it's of all the fish we have in the fish room, that's the one when I come downstairs, no matter what I'm doing, I always stop at that tank and just watch him for a couple of minutes at least. And while a lot of the other fish that we have in our fish room are super cool as well, and I do love to watch them, that is the one that I always make a point just to come down, see how he's doing, watch him a little while. Really cool fish. So again, I'm really curious, what is your favorite fish in your fish tanks, in your fish room? As a quick side note, if you're not following us on Instagram, Primetime_Aquatics, I highly recommend you do. We are in the process of building out the last part of our fish room. You can see here we've got the air systems up and running, ready to go. The back wall has been painted so that is no longer a cement wall. And we've been posting pictures on Instagram, just kind of giving some updates. Sometimes it's a little bit easier and more simple to do that on Instagram than make a video about it. We will be making videos about our progress in the fish room. We're going to be putting a couple 125-gallon tanks on this side of the wall. Joanna's Nano Wall is going along the back. We did a video on that as well, our long-term plans for that space. But it is coming along. The wood is cut for the stands. I just need to build those stands and get that thing rolling, and we are going to have a new side, a new area to the fish room here in the not too distant future. If you enjoyed this video, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.